All right, here we go. It's day 8 of the Diamond Cup. Ed and Sunny are back. We're back again. It's Block A. We're gonna start off with Azrael Victor taking on Matrix and Ed. What do you think about day 8? We're only 3 more days to go until we find out who's gonna be in that final at Ultimate Breakdown. And it's really, really exciting to see who is going to go there. So, what do you think about the last 3 days of combat?
Well, these are the days that matter the most. The people are close. The people are close, ladies and gentlemen. They are close to winning this whole damn thing. So the last few matches are gonna what's gonna make it or break it for either competitor. And now we begin with Asriel versus Matrix. So I'm gonna go to sleep now and wake me up when Jobberville ends.
Now, that's not okay. You're a commentator. I pay you for this. You better not fall asleep because I'm gonna just cut your pay if you do. So,
That's what you said yesterday. Are you just gonna say this exact same thing?
yeah,
You're gonna
I'm
threaten
gonna
me
keep
again?
repeating the same thing. Yeah. Why? If it works, why should I do something different if it works, right?
God. Fine. I'm here. Ladies and gentlemen, both these guys have no chance. That's pretty much what it is now. I've got to be honest. They don't.
They have no chance at what your approval rating, being one of your top 5 guys.
Well, that as well, but also just winning the Diamond Cup.
Well, yeah, for Matrix, that's 100% correct. Azrael still has a chance. He needed to beat Jake in order to not be out of the running. He did, so he's still in the running. So we'll see what happens.
Now, we talked, of course, being Jake and Astral being former tag team competitors, although they were just thrown together, friends, it happens.
Yeah,
But these two guys in that same tournament faced each other in the finals.
yeah, yeah, that's true. It's just like when Jake faced Matrix 1-on-1. It was the first time that they were on opposite sides of the ring since that tag team tournament, and the same goes for Azrael and Matrix. Yeah, it has been a long time since they were in the ring together. That time it was tag team competition. And singles competition is something that, well, we can conclude Matrix isn't very good at yet. So
And Matrix, of course, well, they won back then. They won the tag team champions, their inaugural tag team championships. But he had no, well, not so much luck against Jake Van Dyke. So is it gonna repeat again here tonight with Astral Victor? With Astral, he doesn't want to be known as Victor
well,
anymore.
he wants that. Yeah, he doesn't want that anymore. He wants to cut it from his name, which is fine. I mean, I've seen weirder changes in names. He's just dropping his last name. It happens all the time in the Fed. So, um, yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see what Matrix can do against somebody he's faced before, somebody he knows so well as being an ally, a partner for him. They partnered together during the fight against the Primetime Punishment. But Azrael going for the Unprettier very quickly on in this match, very early. The Unprettier has been hit by Azrael. He is making sure Matrix can get to the ropes. No rope break. Now the referee needs to get into position. Go for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Matrix at 2.5. So Matrix still able to kick out of the Unprettier, of course, very early on in this contest. And
Way
now
too early.
way too early, but it is a chance for maybe Azrael to finish this off quickly. That's what he seems to be going for. Now going for the top rope elbow drop right to the back of Matrix. And yeah, we can conclude that Matrix has been able to he has been able to fend for himself, but he hasn't been able to get a win. As we see a tiger suplex, very nicely done by Matrix. And now Matrix going for a brainbuster, very nasty brainbuster on Azrael. 1, and a kick out by Azrael at 1. So Ed, we all know your thoughts
It's
about
just, it's, well,
Matrix and
of
Dergos.
course, yeah.
But it seems that they have very much unfinished business. They haven't challenged
Yeah,
each other yet. So
but I saw something.
do you think that it will come to blows at Ultimate
Well,
Breakdown, or do
well,
you think
well,
it's gonna take more time?
didn't you see what happened just a couple of days ago? We saw a video of Matrix talking, like, you know, just saying that he hasn't had the best Diamond Cup yet, and that he's sure that he was gonna win yesterday, and today, and probably tomorrow as well. He's sure of it.
Yeah.
It's not really going his way. But then out of nowhere, just a dragon came and knocked him the hell out.
As we see Matrix going for the cover, Azrael kicks out at one. Yeah, that's true. We saw Dagos taking out Matrix yet again. I mean, we have to assume it's Dagos, right?
Well, he said he was Dirgo, so
Yeah.
yes.
So Dagos took out Matrix yet again, as we see a suplex by Azrael performed. So yeah, it has been happening more and more often, and you can wonder how much effect this has on Matrix's Diamond Cup, of course, as we see him kick out at two yet again. I mean, he has to focus on Diamond Cup, but he also has to have eyes in the back of his head for in case the Dragon Diegos comes and attacks him yet again. I mean, it's happened two times already. I mean, why wouldn't it happen a third time? Why wouldn't you be uh, as we see Ezreal going for a leap of faith, not being able to
Yeah.
reach Matrix with the elbow drop, but hasn't damaged himself too much as we see an air clap and a running loose bulldog as Matrix rolls out of the ring. And Azrael going to stalk him there. Oh, goes for a very
Oh,
weird cross
did
body,
you
hitting
he
the back of Matrix with his knees, I think.
yeah, but he fell right on his neck after that.
Oh, it was
It's
a
nasty.
bit gruesome, but Azrael seems to be a guy going for the cover. Matrix able to kick out. Yeah, so I think it's fairly safe to assume that Degas would is still stalking Matrix, even if it's not during the Diamond Cup. I mean, his matches have been peaceful in that sense. He hasn't
Yeah,
been
that's true.
attacked by Diegos, so I mean, I have told Diegos time and time again that he shouldn't come near the Diamond Cup,
I mean,
and he has been
everybody is listening
weirdly.
till now. Nobody really interfered in the Diamond Cup. Yeah, we had some before match attacks, but it was still in the same match. They were the same competitors. What the hell was that?
I'm not sure what Matrix was going for.
Maybe he was trying to fly like a dragon, but it didn't really work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, same goes for Astral. He's doing weird things. Not really like him.
No, not really, no. But it seems like the win against Jake might have lit a fire up in Azrael. I mean, I can understand that. I mean, it's a big victory. It's one that he probably didn't think he was going to get, seeing the incredible winning streak that Jake was on. Like Jake has had a resurgence in his career, and Azrael is still finding himself as we see a sliding facebuster by Matrix. Matrix still looking for his first victory in the entire cup, and it's day 8. Going for a swanton bomb right on Azrael. Matrix going for the cover. Will this be his first victory? 2 and a kick out by Azrael at 2 3/4, 299. Almost got his first 2 points.
I have to say this because I really thought that Sander was going to be the one, like, not getting any wins. But it seems like my predictions, well, if, of course we're right because I said Matrix was not going to get any wins. Well, but looking at the card before everything started, not really having the biggest opinion yet, I really thought Sander was going on a losing streak, and well, I guess he got at least 2 points.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Now
true. Yeah.
Astral again going for that leap of faith. Oh no, wait, he thought better of it this time.
He opened his eyes and maybe thought to himself that it wasn't the brightest idea to jump off the top turnbuckle each and every time. Now back elbow going out of the hammer lock by Matrix. And now again, we saw this in the beginning of the match. The unprettier hit by Azrael. This is the second one. But he
But not going for the
is
pin.
not going for the pin. He is saying, come on, Matrix. But like, you just hit him with your finishing maneuver. As he goes for a top rope elbow drop, Matrix being able to
Why?
roll out of the way. This is plain stupidity by Azrael to see a neckbreaker clothesline combo by Matrix going for the cover. And two, Matrix isn't able to put him away just yet, but it is going to happen if Azrael keeps making the stupid decisions that he is making.
This is what I've always said about Astral. He always does these talking about stupid decisions. What the hell is going on? Is this an amateur match? This doesn't look like a pro wrestling match. This is just plain awful.
And now we see a sunset flip as you're going for the cover and a kick out by Matrix.
This is what I've always said about Astral. Always his questionable decisions of doing certain things in big matches. He always has done this since the beginning of time that we've seen him back in PXW. Like taunting mid-match while everybody's standing up, like not even, well, he goes for a small package here.
1, 2, and a kick out by Matrix yet again.
Yeah, I just don't understand
I
his
don't
thought
either.
process.
Ed, I have to say, I mean, I think Azrael is a great competitor, great guy, but man, it seems like when you see his matches that his brain isn't working. Like, that's the biggest complaint that everybody has against Azrael. Not even of his good nature, not even that he doesn't drink or doesn't smoke. No, the biggest complaint is always that he makes the most stupid decisions during his matches and he looks like he's brain dead half of the time. And now Matrix going for that brainbuster, the second brainbuster by Matrix. We're going to see a replay, but of course we want to see if he is smart enough to go for the cover. I mean, you have to assume that he probably will. But he's waiting. Yeah, there he is. He is going for the cover. 1,
It's gonna be the first
2,
victory.
and oh, Azrael
No!
still able to kick out.
2 3/4. That was probably the closest.
Going for the cover yet again, and again Azrael being able to kick out.
You see the frustration building in Matic. You see the frustration of just constantly losing, not having a win. Once again, going for the pin. 1 2.
And oh, this time Matrix, holy shit, Matrix has his first 2 points in the Diamond Cup against Azrael, a man he knew so well, and it means that holy crap, he doesn't have 0 points anymore, Ed.
This is just plain stupidity on the part of Ashriel because he should have pinned him after the unprettier. He didn't do it. This is his own fault, ladies and gentlemen. We have the downfall of Ashriel right before our eyes. Well, it's been going on for a long, long time. But this was just plain stupidity. Like you said, he looked like he was brain dead. He could have won it, but he didn't go for the pin. For some weird ass reason, he wanted to go for another elbow drop. Really unlike him. But yeah, I have to say, Mod success his first 2 points in a weird fashion.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Azrael made a foolish decision. He knows the power of his own unprettier. He knows what he has accomplished with that maneuver. That's the maneuver that was available to him during his Hell in a Cell encounter with Galki. It was actually the move that took away Galki in that Hell in a Cell match. So why would you decide to do something that stupid? Even if you knew that there was a chance that Matrix was going to be able to kick out, you and I both know, Ed, that there is a stamina involved with kicking out, and just covering and making sure that his stamina was going to get drained should be reason enough to go for the cover.
We needed new shirt design for Astral, just saying I do stupid things, I'm brain dead, or something like that. I mean, it's gonna get It's a new seller, man. It's the best seller that we had since, well, I don't know what shirt, probably the UCW shirt.
Now the Resistance shirt has been bought the most on the UCW merch store.
Ah, well, fine. Anyway, we're going to continue on with Connor Boyd, who's doing fantastic in his own right. Really stepped up everything in his arsenal since the loss to Asriel.
Yeah, he really has shown that he is a way better competitor than what he was during the last couple of months of his career. He has really shown it more and more and more throughout this entire run of the Diamond Cup. So, congratulations to him for making the most of the opportunity that he didn't even want in the beginning. So, I think somebody owes somebody a big thank you.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to thank you, Sonny.
Well,
I
he
don't think
should,
he's going to.
because I put him in here because I had more faith in him than he had in himself. He wanted
Oh,
to
no, no, no.
retire.
No. He wanted to go on a holiday, on a nice vacation, just sitting on the beach, having a nice tequila or something. I don't know what this man drinks. And you took that opportunity away from him. You didn't give him a choice. So he has to make the best of it, and that's what he has done.
Oh, good.
But he doesn't have to thank you.
I think it would be nice if he did, though.
You would just
I
need
mean,
the
I mean,
attention
he
of
didn't
everybody.
want to be in the Diamond Cup. He even assumed he wasn't going to be in the Diamond Cup, which is fine. I mean, you can assume anything you want. That's all kudos to you. But he is. And I put him in because I thought he was one of our 20 top competitors, even though every time I say that, a part of Ed dies probably. A little bit. No?
Why?
Well, because I'm now saying that you aren't in the top 20.
Are you saying I'm not in the top 20?
Yeah, that's really what I am saying.
I am the top 5.
Now you have a top 5. You aren't in your own top 5 now, are you? I
No,
mean,
I'm
that's
not
a
that
bit
egotistical
prejudice.
that I'm putting myself in my top 5, but I am in everybody else's 5. I mean, it's quite simple.
Have
And
you asked that of people? I mean, I'm all for people posting their own top fives. I mean, if
I've
you're
seen,
listening to
I've
this
seen,
right now,
I've
go ahead
seen.
and post on the United Championship Wrestling Facebook page your own personal top five. Let us know if Ed is in that top five, and if he is not, what place would you put him on a ranking? Would he be number five? Would he be number one? Would he be number 10? We want to know. So if you're listening to this, please let us know who are your top five superstars in UCW.
You're gonna like start a war now.
I'm gonna open people's eyes. Maybe. I mean, that's the way I'm just gonna say that it is.
Yeah, of course you are.
Well, yeah, I am. I just told you.
How about focusing on the match, Sonny? I mean, we have two great competitors here tonight with Jake Van Dyke, member of the Brotherhood, versus Connor Boyd. Both doing fantastic in the tournament. Jake, his winning streak is over as Connor goes for a pin and a kick out at 1.
That's true. Jake's winning streak is indeed over, and now it seems to be a fact of the matter is how is Jake gonna go ahead after losing to Azrael? Of course, as oh my God,
Oh,
Connor
the
Boyd
referee
just
is
took out the
down!
referee. He was going for a springboard cross body on Jake, but Jake wasn't there to take the hit. But luckily for Connor, somebody was there to catch him in his help. And but the referee is made of steel, of course. The man of steel, our referee, is able to take the punishment. As we see a Hurricane Rana pinning combination. One, two, reversal. One, two, reversal. One, two, reversal. One, two, and a kick out this time by Connor Boyd.
You're
Luckily, he
getting
kicked
tired,
out,
man.
otherwise, we're going to go
Yeah.
into an endless loop. And now seems to be going for a oh my god, inside out lariato by Connor Boyd here on Jake, and now he is going for a roll up bridge into the position and a kick out at one by Jake. Now it seems this is a pivotal match in the standings. The one who wins here might be going on as a springboard moonsault, might be going on to block domination because Jake has lost. So if Connor is able to defeat him, that means that even if it comes to a point showdown, Connor will be able to win. So this is a pivotal match for both competitors. The same goes for Jake as it goes for Connor. So Ed, who do you think has the edge in this matchup?
Yeah, both of these guys need the point here. This is indeed, like you said, this is block domination. This could possibly be the one who wins the whole damn block and the whole damn tournament. It is possible, ladies and gentlemen, because these two are the most dominating in this block. There's another time going for the bridge.
Oh my God! Connor Boyd, he stole it. He stole the victory from Jake Van Dyke.
But he's still stuck in Jake's arms.
Yeah, Jake is like reaching for him, but it's you gotta let him go, Rose. I mean, Jack, Jake.
Gotta let him go.
You gotta let
Jake,
him go.
You gotta let him go.
You gotta let him go. But this is incredible. Like Connor just stole the victory of Jake Van Dyke. I mean, we all know that Jake lost, so his momentum was stuck. His momentum train got hyped. It got run down by Azrael last night, and Connors is still going strong. So he took his victory, his momentum against Jake, and he was able to keep it moving forward towards block domination. And so it is that Connor Boyd is making it well and well more known that he might be going on to win the entirety of Block A.
Again with his Brits, but this time just holding it a little bit better. Jake couldn't get out. You can see him trying to push out, and just when the referee counts three, he finally, and he's not happy about it. He is not happy about it at all. He didn't think it was a 3 count, but it was. Jake, we saw it. It was a 3 count.
Yeah, we have to go with the referee's decision. And it is standing as we're going to go ahead with Adrian Peck taking on Johnny Crow. This is going to be two bird people facing off. This is the one we're all waiting for.
A crow versus a Birdman?
He calls himself the flamboyant flamingo. And flamingos are birds, right?
So a crow versus a flamingo. And I thought I've seen it all in UCW, but apparently I didn't. I mean, is Adrian Peck raced by flamingos? I can just hear you just sighing, just staying quiet because you don't want to start another backstory.
No, I really don't. I mean, he calls himself the flamboyant flamingo. I've never heard Adrian Peck say that he was raised by the flamingo tribe back in Africa or
The
whatever.
flamingo tribe? What are you talking about? Do you think there's a tribe in Africa that calls themselves the flamingo tribe? It's just people doing the way of the flamingo, like their god is a flamingo. And then again, like right here, he's praising the flamingo god.
Mm-hmm.
You have weird ideas, Sonny. It's weird things.
I mean, I know you do, but I'm just saying, from what I know of Adrian Peck, he hasn't been raised by animals. He just calls himself the flamboyant flamingo. What do you want me to say?
Where's the flamingo in the story? There needs to be a reason to be called the flamboyant flamingo. There needs to be a reason. Everything needs to have a reason, Sonny.
If you say so, but dude, if you say so.
Just imagine a man raised by flamingos and a man raised by crows are gonna fight. It's just this is the most beautiful thing in the world. But we all only know like it is real for Johnny Crow. We know that he got raised by crows. We know all that stuff. We don't know it about Adrian Beck. The Birdman has been quiet for a long, long time, but he is here every single day.
Yeah, he really is. He has shown more and more during the Diamond Cup, so I'm really excited about that. I mean, I want to see more of Johnny Crow. I mean, he has picked up big victories. He has well taken big losses, but he has made the most of the Diamond Cup experience. So I can only be happy about that as a general manager. So, I mean, now I can see what I can use him for in the future. What opportunities he might be able to get out of this Diamond Cup. I mean, his Diamond Cup might not be the best Diamond Cup. He might not be able to win the block, but he has proven himself in every single match he has had. And proving, speaking of proving yourself, he is going full on against Adrian Pack. As you see, a leg sweep. We saw him immediately going with a running form, and now Johnny Crow immediately going to the top rope with a double
Wow.
axe handle to the back
Well,
of the
it
head.
was more a diving headbutt. I don't know what it was. I mean, Adrian Peck is just well holding his head, so he has a lot of pain apparently. I think it was a headbutt into a headbutt, and well, I guess a crow, his head is more sturdy. I don't know.
I think so, yes.
I mean, he of course has that beak, so that should sting when it gets hit.
Yes. So we're gonna see because I think Adrian Pack being a former world champion, it's still a daunting task to go against him, even though he hasn't had the best Diamond Cup either. As we see a running neck breaker and immediately Johnny Crow going to the top rope with a double stomp to Adrian Pack by Johnny Crow, and Johnny Crow isn't letting go of the former world champion with a PK kick and now stomping down on his chest. Now picking him up, Irish whipping him into the bottom right corner of the screen. Oh, but Adrian Pack counters with a big Uranagi, slams him down into the mat. And immediately a ripcord shoulder block. So, what do you think about seeing the way that Adrian Pack's Diamond Cup has gone at? He has lost a lot. I mean, he simply isn't in the same mindset as he was when he was a world champion. As we see a frog splash by Johnny Crow, so, what do you think about the meaning of a victory against Adrian Pack when he is losing more than he is winning at the moment?
Well, it's still a big victory, of course. It's still a statement that you made, that you won over a former champion. But yeah, it is not the same, because this is not the same man. He's different. There's just something lost within him. Well, of course, he lost the championship, and just some people never recover from it. Some people stay in that mindset that they lost what is
Oh,
most.
not a light suplex with the bridge. One, two, and Adrian Pack is just able to get one of his shoulders up. And immediately going for the pin yet again, and this time a 2 count and a confident kick out by Adrian.
What is most important to them. Um, So yeah, it does something to, and we can see it in Adrian fact that he hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same at all. All his, well, just the reason why he does think it all is different now. There's another big move hit by, and another kick out, but just a small kick out. There's not a lot of power in these kick outs anymore by Adrian Peck.
And now Adrian Pack driving Johnny Crow back first into the turnbuckle with an overhead belly-to-belly suplex to follow it up with. Very nicely performed here by Adrian Pack. Now Adrian Pack going for something. Knee to the kitchen sink and a running neck breaker yet again. We saw Johnny Crow use this neck break before. And now Johnny Crow with an Irish whip into the ropes. And oh, follows it up with a Hurricane Rana. Very nicely done. So Johnny Crow is showing how volatile and how diverse his moveset is. But as you said, oh, and immediately again going for a corner smash, but got cut by Adrian Pack for the second time in this match. As Adrian Pack now stomps his knees down to the mat. Very vicious move by Adrian Pack here. Seems to be thinking about doing an aerial maneuver of his own. The Birdman is looking to fly, going for some kind of seated senton. Ed, maybe
That,
you can explain
that
again what happened here.
that didn't really. I think he just hit some ass move because he just doesn't know what to do anymore. He just fell right on his ass on the head of Crow. It doesn't make sense. These moves aren't connecting anymore as they should, and that is probably because of the fatigue factor, Sonny. Because this is day 8. So the moves aren't gonna be perfect anymore. They're gonna have mistakes.
Yep.
And I think that's what happened here. I cannot explain it either if it's anything different than that. I'm just gonna say it's the fatigue factor. Makes the most sense.
That's very true. As you see, a version of the bow and arrow submission hold. Very innovative version of the bow and arrow by Adrian Pack. Really have to say, it looked really painful. As you see a drop kick just gracefully hitting the former world champion Adrian Pack. Now Johnny Crow again going for the Irish whip. What is he going to do this time? Again going for that Hurricane Rana afterwards. It doesn't really connect the first time around. Gonna have to be honest about that. As you see an elbow drop by Johnny Crow on Adrian. Now, seems like the time is right to go for another big move, the frog splash, but Adrian Pack was able to get out of the way and now sees his opportunity to go to the top rope. Going for a double axe handle, but Johnny Crow being able to roll out of the way. Going for a drop kick, but wasn't able to hit it, and now seeing a chin breaker.
I gotta say, it is weird for me to see that at day 8, everybody thinks they're a high flyer all of a sudden. Everybody thinks they need to fly. We saw Connor Boyd flying constantly. We see everybody flying for some reason. And a lot of it is missing.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. It is what you, well, it is the most energy spent if you fly into the sky, you know. And of course, you hitting the mat. I don't get it.
I can understand that. I mean, I know your expertise. You have more expertise than I have. I mean, I've competed in like 2 matches. Um, but I think it's a very important thing that to think of the pride of a wrestler. As you see a releasing suplex by Adrian, who goes into the ring to break the count by the official. Now going for a top rope elbow drive to the outside. Very nicely done here by Adrian, and now throws Johnny Crow back into the ring. And Johnny Crow is in position of something big for Adrian. Another top rope elbow drop, but this time it misses. Johnny Crow tries to take his opportunity with it. What is he going for? Adrian Pack now. Oh, a Death Valley driver by Adrian Pack.
Death driver.
Now Adrian Pack might be looking for the one maneuver that is going to make him 2 points. They're going to get him 2 points. DDT, no. Countered with a knee to the kitchen sink. Forearm smash. Couple of strikes by Adrian Pack. And you see the fatigue that of Johnny. And, oh, Johnny tries to go for a dropkick yet again, but misses yet again. And now a hanging armbar by Adrian Pack. And as we see, more obscure maneuvers being
counting
used.
though. You cannot do that longer than 5 seconds.
Oh, and you see a missile dropkick. Yeah, that's right. Of course, 5 seconds or you'll be disqualified, meaning the 2 points will go to your opponent. And a kick out at 2 by Johnny Crow.
Kicks in the corner. Johnny Crow just going for the nice European uppercut in the corner.
Yes.
Really, they need to hit those big moves. They're just again going for the outside, and this is not what you want to do with day 8 anymore. You don't want to constantly fly. You don't want to constantly. And again, it's just
double stomp to the outside. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Brutal diving foot stomp. But they take everything that is special out of it, because that's supposed to be a special, like, destructive move, but everybody fucking does it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Just doesn't make sense. It's a nice spinning crossbody of some sorts hit, and Johnny Crow, well, he needs to end this. He
Yeah.
needs to end this, or
Yeah.
Adrian Peck needs to end this. The referee at a 5 count, if I'm not, I think I'm right. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it seems like a 5. He's going for the 6, but they're able to go back in. Johnny Crow now going for the cover after the beating on Adrian on the outside. And it's not going to be enough. No, Adrian just being able to get the shoulder up. And it is going to be that time. Oh, and he overshoots on the springboard moonsault, Johnny Crow. He is able to hit Adrian just a little bit. And now the referee checking up on Adrian Peck if he's able to continue, or we will have a referee stoppage. Also, that means 2 points for Johnny Crow. But it also could mean that Adrian could be out of Diamond Cup permanently.
We see this more and more happening as the days progress. People are getting tired. People are getting injured more quickly. As this is a rope break, if I've ever seen a rope break.
Oh, yeah, but it wasn't a rope break by.
The referee apparently didn't see it, but both the feet of Johnny Crow were over the bottom rope.
Yeah, yeah, true, true.
Uh, Another time the diving foot stomp from the top rope.
And now Adrian Peck is on the shoulders of Johnny Crow. And there it is, the GT Crow. He has beaten many opponents with that move. He is going to vanquish
But
Adrian Peck,
why
but
is
he
he
isn't
not
going for
going
the
for the
cover.
pin?
Very weird, but going for the big crow-like splash, and this is got to be it. And it's gonna be enough for Johnny Crow to vanquish Adrian Peck. Very nicely done by Adrian. A very nice showing. He has shown a lot of heart, but he wasn't able to fend off Johnny Crow, who's picked up yet another 2 points in this Diamond Cup.
Yeah, and an impressive victory, of course, over the former World Heavyweight Champion. Johnny Crow is doing fantastic. I've said that in the beginning that this man is a future, well, maybe a future world champion. We're gonna wait and see because he still has a shot, I do believe, at winning this block. But look at this. This is a blatant rope break, and the referee didn't care.
Yeah, it's also
He's
very.
even pulling the
Yeah,
ropes.
he pulled the ropes like 5 centimeters into the ring. It's very weird, but in the end, congratulations go to Johnny Crow for winning 2 more points, and we'll be back with you shortly with the final match of Block A Day 8. All right, one more match to go. It's Dirty Dutch versus Vinnie Jones, the biggest match, the main event of the evening tonight. Of course, with planning how the matches would go, I just partially assume that I want everybody to go on last at least once. So that's why maybe the more bigger matches or more emotionally filled matches like Azrael versus Matrix aren't in the main event. But I just think that everybody deserves the spotlight once in this Diamond Cup. So everybody has been in the Diamond Cup main event by now. I don't think anybody hasn't, to be honest. I think
But
everybody has been.
this is a big match. What are you talking about?
It
This
is a,
is
it is a big
Dirty
match, but
Dutch.
there are people who think that the matches who have more emotional value, like Matrix vs. Azrael, has a lot of backstory. At least Vinnie Jones and Dirty
Well,
Dutch have
maybe
never met one another. So we see a Northern Light suplex by Dirty Dutch and a kick out by Vinnie at one.
I don't think Sander had a main event match, by the way. I'm just saying. I hope he doesn't
Well,
get
there's
one.
still 2 more days to go. So
Oh God, no. Don't give me a main event Sander match. Don't. Just don't. Yeah, these men, well, Dirty Dutch I think is at 4 points now. Vinnie Jones has more. I'm not quite sure what the standing is. That's your department, Sonny.
yeah, well, that's true. Ripcord shoulder block by Vinnie Jones. So you want my expertise?
Your expertise.
Yes.
Well, I just said I'm not sure how many points they both have, but yeah.
Well, for as far as I know, Dirty Dutch has 4 points from the
Yes,
top
I
of
know.
my head,
Yeah, yeah.
and I think Vinnie Jones is at 8 at this point. I know he lost against um Jake, and he lost against Alex Mercury. So I think he's at
Yeah,
8.
okay. Well, that means he still has a big opportunity, big chance to win this whole damn tournament, of course, standing side by side by guys like Jake Van Dyke and Connor Boyd as the top point getters in Block A. Dirty Dutch, I'm not quite sure if he can still make it. I don't think he can. Maybe if he
No, he
wins
can't.
everything. No, I
No, no,
can't.
there's only 2 more matches left, or at least in his case, there's only one more match left. I assume. I think he didn't have his day off yet, so he is at the maximum of 8.
Oh, he didn't have his Reds Day yet.
Nope,
Yeah.
no. As far as I know, he hasn't, or maybe I forgot. I mean, it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to know out of the top of my head. For as far as I know, he hasn't yet. So that means that either at day 10 or day 9 he won't be in action. As we see Vinnie Jones now with him on his shoulders into a flapjack. So he if he beats Vinny, he has 6, and then he beats his final opponent, he has 8, and Jake already has more than that. So the same goes for Connor, and maybe
Yeah.
even Vinny if he beats Dirty Dutch after we see all that leg sweep. So no, Dirty Dutch is out of the running. He can't win the Diamond Cup anymore. As we see a
Well,
DDT by Vinnie Jones.
he of course can still have a big victory. He can spoil the plans of Vinnie Jones as he goes for a pin here. And well, I think it was almost a 2 count. Um, it is still like it is a thing for Dirty Dutch to spoil the plans of somebody else. So maybe he just wants to, fuck over other people. Yeah, it is still possible. These guys still have a lot to do. As Vinnie Jones goes outside, what is he
Oh, very
going for?
nice.
A big drop kind of kick to
A big,
Dirty
big
Dutch.
drop kind of kick as he goes
Yeah,
for the
yeah, I know.
cover. And the 2 count. And oh my god, it's already free. Vinnie Jones
Well,
able to
okay.
vanquish Dirty Dutch with that big drop kick. And this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about, Dylan. Every move can be the last in the Diamond Cup. We're not going to have to wait for the Diamond's Edge to finish off Dirty Dutch
Nope.
because he hasn't got the energy to kick out of what is essentially a simple drop kick. But every move is devastating at this point. Every move can be the move that puts you away. So yeah, Vinnie Jones is proving that right here. He proves what we've been saying this entire Diamond Cup.
Yeah, he indeed did. Well, congratulations go out to the Diamond Vinnie Jones that still has an opportunity. He still has a chance to win the Diamond Cup, as his name already says, Diamond. It's still a possibility that the whole Diamond Cup just revolves around the Diamond Vinny Jones. It's still a possibility.
It really, really, really is. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to you for Block A. In like 50 minutes, we're gonna be back with Block B, Day 8. We're gonna see who is able to vanquish who in that block. Ed and Sunny will meet you there.